Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Robert Frost. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. 2 things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. Albert Einstein. It always seems impossible until it is done. Nelson Mandela. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Jordan Belfort. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. Alan Saunders. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Albert Einstein. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your actions. Dalai Lama. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Maya Angelou. Success is not about how high you climb, but how you make a positive difference to the world. Roy T. Bennett. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Booker T. Washington. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb. Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. Mother Teresa. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. Helen Keller. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Martin Luther King Jr. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. The greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. Walter Bagehot. It's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Abraham Lincoln. The only way to deal with fear is to face it. Bruce Lee. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Native American proverb. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Dr. Seuss.